You know, with how nostalgia is now, do people think that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is better or Dial of Destiny? I'm genuinely interested. Like, what's the consensus? Disclosure Day is the new Steven Spielberg movie starring Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth, Jack O'Connor, and many more.
Nailed it on the first guess.
This is the first Spielberg movie since The Fabelmans back in 2022, but is being marketed as the first action-adventure blockbuster from the director since Ready Player One, but that wasn't a real movie, so really it's the first since Indiana Jones 4.
Part-time.
Non-animated, that is. He's an imposter. Now, before I start, I feel the trailer ruins this movie, and as I think audiences will enjoy the movie more, knowing nothing, I'm just going to play the first trailer in the background and not give any plot details, really. Although, yes, if you didn't know already, it's a movie about aliens.
Why aliens?
Now, first things first, nobody is going to like this review because everyone is going to love this movie, and I have mixed feelings, but it's not with Spielberg's direction. He is a clear master at his craft, and to be honest, the greatest joy I got from this movie is the direction. The old school style of longer takes, editing, and pacing really delighted me, as it's something you just don't see too often nowadays.
Back in my day, we only had bucks.
One scene in particular with a car chase all in camera is a delight, and in fact all the action set pieces are extremely well done for how simple they are. And one dialogue heavy scene with Blunt's character in the newsroom, which seemingly was one take, was a delight to watch. It really is Spielberg at his best, injecting mystery, intrigue, comedy all at the same time. It's brilliant.
Oh God, it's so good.
And speaking of the actress, Emily Blunt is magnetic in the role of Margaret Fairchild, and whenever she is on screen, the movie has a clear sense of momentum and emotion. Blunt takes what could be a one-note character and brings the role to life easily, making her the emotional linchpin of the movie. Also, there are some much-needed moments of levity in the film that are genuinely funny and really help the pace, and also lift the movie from being a completely drab affair.
I'm so bored.
But no matter how good Steven Spielberg's direction is, how good Emily Blunt is, and how well the movie is made on a technical level, the script is really letting Spielberg down here, in my opinion.
What?
The director did write this with David Koepp, and even though Koepp wrote the screenplay for Jurassic Park, the best movie ever made, he has quite a few duds over the years, and here I feel he can't balance all the ideas presented. Spielberg clearly has a passion for the subject matter of aliens, government secrecy, can the public deal with aliens existing, where does religion sit in all this? And even though the movie raises these questions, enough time is not given to each subplot to flesh them out.
No!
For example, I felt the question of what would happen if the general public found out about aliens is strong, but it's mentioned in one or two scenes and then it's a generic bad guy plot.
Tell him to stop.
And this is mainly what lets the movie down, but that would not be as glaring of an issue if the characters were solid, but I feel aside from Emily Blunt and Wyatt Russell, everyone else kind of falls flat. Josh O'Connor shares the spotlight with Blunt, and even though he was great in Wake Up Dead Men, his side of the story is just not as engaging as Blunt's. You also have Coleman Domingo, who is a brilliant actor, however spends most of the movie on the phone giving exposition or telling the leads what they need to do next.
I suggest you don't worry about this sort of thing and just enjoy yourself. That goes for you all, too.
He feels underutilized until the last quarter of the movie. The saddest revelation was fellow Brit Colin Firth, who I feel is in a different movie. It's like dropping a Dungeons and Dragons villain into Schindler's List. Disclosure Day makes me sad because it's a movie I know everyone else is going to love, and I just feel like I could not connect with it.
I'm very sorry and I apologize.
However, like I said, the movie is made incredibly, and it's refreshing to see this level of artistry going into a $200 million movie. I just wish I could connect with the characters, and the questions raised were further fleshed out. I am giving Disclosure Day a 6 out of 10. After this and Scary Movie, no one's gonna trust my opinion anymore, and why should they? Thanks for watching. This video is sponsored by tribalism in politics.
You're